retro racing reports from Orange Show Speedway and San Gabriel Valley Speedway. Yes, indeed, we're mixing two programs together. From June of 1971, it's the 12th and 13th and the following week of 1819. Now, back in the day, the two tracks shared rule packages, and the drivers would either race at one track or the other, typically alternating weekends and such. They worked together. It was a fabulous way to go. More tracks should have done that along the way. We'd probably still have many operating. Instead, we got you follow my rules, and a bunch of jerky egos got in the way. Hey, just the same. So we'll go with the story from June 18th and 19th, which has the recap from the previous week. The previous week, race was run at Orange Show, and so there we go. All right. Hey, here we go. Kissinger's Corner by Bob Kissinger at Orange Show Speedway. Chuck Becker Jr. drives Chevelle to decisive main event victory at Orange Show Speedway. Chuck Becker Jr., at the wheel of his 1964 Chevelle, scored a decisive victory in the 40-lap Sportsman Stock Car main event at his hometown Orange Show Speedway in San Bernardino on Saturday night. Running second when the flag fell was George Esau, with Jack Roberts third, followed by Valley Ingoloff and Randy Becker. The win was the second of the 1971 season for Becker Jr. in his role of defending champion at the Speedway. Becker Jr. inherited the lead on lap 4 after Cecil Curran, who had held the lead, was blocked by the car of Roger Bracken, who pulled back onto the track after a spin-out. A grinding crash came on the first lap, bringing out the restart flag with 6 cars piled on the straightaway. Involved in that action was Ivan Baldwin, Gene Roniker, Dan Clark, Jack Roberts, George Esau, and Chuck Allison. Reniker, Esau, and Roberts were able to return to the action. Flashing under the checkered flag, Sig Nelson won the Sportsman B main event at the wheel of his powerful Ford, finishing ahead of Darrell Morrill and Larry Lara. During the race, Lara and Nelson tangled fenders, almost ending their charge to the front, but they recovered for a finish in grand style. Bill Scott bested Bill Marler in the first Sportsman Heat race, with John Redmond third. The second heat was all Charlie Brown and Jim Phillips second, followed by Sig Nelson. Lyle Gustafson scored in the third heat as he took the measure of Jack Roberts and Dean Huss, who drove a borrowed machine after blowing his engine in practice. Dan Clark charged through to win the fast heat after Valley Ingoloff and Cecil Curran tangled on the final lap. Ingoloff finished second with Chuck Becker Jr. third. Dave Anderson led the Hobby A main for 23 laps, but lost out to Chuck Myers, who sent his Chevy scooting past for the win, with Anderson faltering in second, followed by Don Reynolds, Fred Partlow, and Bob Sweeney. George Morris wheeled his apple green Dodge to the Hobby B main event victory by a narrow margin over Ed Rawlings and Joe Evans, with Terry Wood running fourth. Ivan Baldwin nosed out Dan Clark and Gene Reniker to win the Sportsman A Trophy Dash. The racing disc jockey Mark Ford powered his Chevy to the B Dash win over Sig Nelson, with Gary McDonald third. Clearly, that's another one of those articles that's meant to be read and not so much spoken out loud. So it goes with the fun. The programs have some unique 1970s graphic presentations here. They're trying to lively up the show, and they do a reasonable job of it. One of the things they have here is a Stock Car Racing's Yesterday from Orange Show Speedway. This particular little article comes from May 21st of 1966. Smiling Ray Johnstone of San Bernardino powered the Bob Brown 707 Chevrolet stock car into victory lane Saturday night at Orange Show Speedway in San Bernardino before some 3,853 cheering fans. Johnstone, who started the 30-lap main in 18th spot, worked his way through the field to take the lead from Bobo Cotton of Indio on lap 16 and was never headed after that. The main event was filled with wild pileups, which saw the event red flagged twice because of multi-car crashes. Bobo Cotton was taken out of the race and suspended for rough driving. The Wild B main was won by Lou Kurtz of Bloomington in a Plymouth over Marvin Kretz of Banning in a Ford. Only 10 cars of the 20-car field survived this race. The twin trophy dashes went to Ray Johnstone in the A and Phil Whiteside in the B dash. Stock car racing returns to the Speedway next Saturday night at 8:30 with a summer championship featuring a 50-lap main event. So much fun. That was the recap from 1966 from Orange Show Speedway. These are really nice programs. The company that makes them, AAA Advertising, at least they're the publishers, whoever lays these things out does a reasonable job of it, and they're quite informative. Lots of familiar sounding captions and whatnot appear in the programs. Make it great fun for us today, looking back on these things from 1971. Hokey smokes, Jackson, that's a long time ago. All right, and the track was run under sanction of NASCAR International. Go figure. Hey, be sure to subscribe and like and put your comments down below. See ya.